Hello my dear YouTube students, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we are going to learn the summary of a class 9 chapter on saying please. So in short, we are going to sum up the entire chapter and understand it. So stay tuned till the end of the video. And students, if you are watching my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all such important videos. So let's move ahead. And there's a good news for you all, my dear YouTube students, that we have come up with the Scorpio class Hindi channel for you all. And in this channel, you are going to get Hindi lessons, explanation, and question answers videos of class 8, 9, 10 Karnataka board. So to get the link of this channel, do visit the description box and find the link and subscribe the channel and also share with your friends. We'll also share the link on the I button above so that you can directly go to the channel. So let's move ahead now and look about the author of this chapter. So this chapter's author is Alfred George Gardiner. He lived from 1865 to 1946. He was an English journalist and a writer. He was a prolific writer with a number of essays to his credit. He has written many of the essays which belongs to him. Now, his essays exhibit the very sensitive, highly cultured, and sophisticated personality of the writer. Okay, the kind of essays he wrote that exhibits, that shows that how sensitive he was, how highly cultured he was, how respectable person and personality he was having. Okay, he wrote under the pen name of Alpha of the Flow. So whenever he wrote, at the end he never wrote his name, but he wrote the pen name, the other name which he had given to him, and that was Alpha of the Flow. So with this name, he used to write the essays and the articles or the stories, whatever he used to work. Now let's move ahead and look at the summary. So on saying please is an essay that talks about socially important issues that we come across in our daily life. Okay, so this lesson it's actually an essay, and here we talk about the socially important issues that we come across in our daily life. So everyday life where you see many things happening which are very important in the society and social issues. So this essay especially talks about it. So the essay shows us how using polite words and phrases like please and thank you can change the course of the day. Such words help us in making our passage through life smooth. Okay, so this essay shows us the using of polite words and phrases like please and thank you. And these are two magical words you can say that can change your day. If you use these words, you feel so happy, or it's so cool and calm to listen it from others also, and that makes your day go very smoothly. So Gardiner begins his essay with the example of the liftman who threw a passenger out of the lift for not saying please. Okay, so what is this whole essay about? It's about an example that a liftman who threw a passenger out of the lift just because he did not say please. Okay, the liftman was offended that a passenger was not polite and threw him out of the lift. Suppose someone harms us physically, we can retaliate, and the law does not allow us to retaliate physically if someone abuses us verbally. Okay, so here actually what is written is the liftman was offended. He felt so disrespected when the passenger did not speak politely to him. He did not say please, and that made him so angry and he just pushed him out of the lift. And suppose if someone harms you physically, like someone is beating you or punching you or giving a kick, you can retaliate. You can give back them the same thing. You can have your defense by giving back the same thing to them. But the law does not allow us to retaliate physically if someone abuses us verbally. Like if someone is shouting at you or speaking vulgar or bad words or is very rude to you, so the law does not give you the right to take the revenge physically. Okay, so that is not allowed in the society. So that is the problem here. Now, sometimes People are not intentionally rude. They would have faced some rudeness from someone and they pass it on to someone else. It is like a chain reaction. Now, what happens? It does not mean that the people they are intentionally rude. Sometimes the people may be very depressed form. Maybe they are in stress. Maybe they would have faced the same rudeness from someone else, and that anger and frustration that is passed on to someone else, and it becomes a chain reaction. And it happens, of course, in our human life. You and I would have experienced this, that we tend to face these reactions with the people who have already faced it from someone else. And that is not intentionally. Afterwards, maybe you and I, or the person who has done that, may realize it that it was wrong. But it has already been done, it has been passed. So it happens. Now, that is why we should know the importance and value of social practices that promote civility. So, what is the solution for this? That we should know the importance and value of the social practices that promote civility, that brings harmony among the people. Now, how will you do this? By using polite words like please and thank you. That makes us social beings. There is no law to tell us to use these words, but it is a social practice which is more sacred than the law. So, of course, these words, please and thank you, are so polite words and they make us a social being. They give us respect. They earn us respect. And there is no such law which tells us that it's compulsory to use these words. But it is a social practice. Being a social being, being in a society, we need to use these words, and it has become more sacred than the law. We know that how we have to use it, and how the socially practicing words, if we use these words, how we'll have a good society in our environment. Okay. Now Gardiner further gives the example of a good natured conductor to show how such people can bring out positivity. So here there's one more example given by a writer, that how there was a good natured conductor. And with this he says that there are many people who can bring out positivity also. So, the author met a bus conductor on his travel one day. The author did not have any money with him. Having forgotten to take his wallet, the conductor, instead of getting angry, gave him his ticket. So it is like something unique or surprising to see or hear that author, he met a bus conductor, he was traveling, he has forgotten his wallet, he had no money with him. So usually in that situation, we always don't find a kind person who would help you. But here the conductor, instead of getting angry and irritated, he gave him his ticket and he said the next time you can pay it off whenever you travel. So it was so kind-heartedness of the conductor that he showed towards the author here. Then the next time, the conductor stamped the author's foot by mistake, for which he apologized profusely. Okay, so next time it happened that the same conductor he stamped author's foot, but it was by mistake, for which he noticed and he apologized profusely. Like immediately he apologized to the author. So these are the small things, you can say, the social behavior which we ignore and we usually don't use. We think it has been done by mistake. Why should we ask sorry or apologize? But no, that's the main magical words. That's the social behavior, or the, you can say, moral values which you have in you, and it can make your day. Then the author noticed that the conductor was polite to the old and the young, very helpful to the disabled. So he was not only kind hearted to the author, but he was also very polite and good to all the other people, old, young, disabled, everyone. He gave a helping hand to everyone. Then, on the whole, his behavior was a lesson to be learned on civility. So, by just observing the behavior of a conductor, author says that it was a lesson to be learned from him on civility, on social behavior, on moral values. Okay. Then the author says that it does not cost anyone any money to smile at the others, and the smile actually brightens one day. So, yes, of course, it doesn't cost anything to give just one smile to someone, and maybe that smile actually can brighten somebody's day. So always whenever you greet someone, you should have a smile on your face. Then the author ends the essay saying that politeness costs nothing, but it is the most precious commodity. Okay, you don't have to pay anything for showing politeness or having politeness in you, but it is the most precious commodity in the society in gaining your self-respect, in making you being happy. So, with these few words, author ends the lesson with giving good examples. I hope you understood the summary of the chapter and you liked the video. If you like the video, do give a like button and also subscribe the channel Scorpio Class Hindi and stay tuned so that you can get more such videos for yourself. Thank you.